Hey guys, it's Gomway, and I'm back with another video. Today will be the second episode of the fun Uprising build series I'll be doing. Today we're going to look at the Rheinmentall-Borsig Waffentrager, which is just, like, a lot of fun to play in this game mode to begin with. So I'll cue up the replay right here. When you play the Borsig, what comes to mind is, you're going to probably want jagged shells, because jagged shells is very good. In my opinion, I don't like any of the three top options. I'd rather have the highest level of jagged shells, the highest level of faster reload, and the highest level of speed. Just because if you're not playing a derp gun, Inferno's pretty much not as useful. Chain lightning is not too useful. And double shot is you should just avoid double shot in general. Avoid double shot unless you're trying to meme. So, when you play in a light tank destroyer like this tank on a map like Vineyards, you're usually going to want to go far left, because going right is usually where tank destroyers with heavy armor should go. Going left gives you a lot of options for bushes, and we bounce our shot there, but we do have cover, and that's one of the biggest things about playing paper, or I should say glass cannons, is having cover. Now, I'm going to push up into this house's position to see if I can get some more shots. And this T-29 should push forward. Yep. And very nice 690 damage shot. Nice. Important that you have cover. I back up into it, and I'm just going to use this next bush here. I see the Borsig just went invisible. I can try to finish that guy off, but instead I decide to shoot the ISU for a very high roll of 743. Behind me now is Bulldog, who, in my opinion, looks very confused, because he's about to get wrecked. Even if I don't shoot him, our Mod 1 should take him out. But I blast him in the brain with a high explosive shot. This tank is already fun to play in regulars, regardless of being just fun in this mode too. So I am going to switch to high explosive and just fire high explosive at him, which splashing would kill him anyway. Now we are winning on lives. We have not lost a life yet, and we have killed 4 of them. But I do get shot by a T-26E4. I try to turn and get a nice high explosive flick on him, and drop back into cover. Now the points I have are very good for a first life. If you can ever get 400 points in your first life, you've done it. You've done the right thing. You've done a good job. Now, I do luck out and luckily don't get hit by that lurver. And I'm just going to try to fandangle my way over to the left and maybe try to hit this Bulldog. Since it doesn't look like I thought maybe he'd pull out backwards, but I see the T-32, and think he might peek out, so, okay, well, doesn't matter. Now I see that lurver, and unfortunately get shot. The 2 things I get are double shot rapid, 3 are double shot, rapid fire, and supernatural power. If you ever get this lineup, never get double shot. Supernatural power and rapid fire 2 are very good. The 4 things you would want every game, essentially, are the better reload, jagged shells, some form of supernatural power, and last gasp. If you can get all of those, chances are you're going to win. Just because 35% damage increase is a lot. I think 40% increase in reload is a lot. And supernatural power just makes your mobility a lot higher. Now, I am caught out in the open here and do take a lot of damage, but I am going to be able to pull forward and just high explosive that Borsig. I do get lucky that I don't get high explosive in return, but I kind of wasted my second life. Here is where we go for jagged shells and phantom. I would have definitely liked Last Gasp or something other than that, but this worked, because the combination of jagged shells and the plus reload time is amazing. I think I got it backwards earlier. It's actually 35% faster reload time and 40% more damage. 40% more damage on Borsig means you could, if I hit this, I would have done about 1,000 damage there. It's lovely playing a tank when you have, let's look, a 10-second reload for 1,000 damage. That makes your DPM about 6,000, which is very high. With adrenaline, that's even higher. And because I can't really hit anything and I'm choking all my shots, I'm not getting more damage. I am going to push forward and try to hit this lurver, though, and drop backwards. See, 962 alpha for a 10-second reload is insane. Especially with supernatural power, this tank becomes a lot of fun to play. I try to aim this in here, but because the Borsig doesn't have very good aim time, I miss. With this increased aim time, though, I see the lurver pushing up at me. And I also see that T-32, which is high explosive me. And I'm just going to wait here, because this position I have is very good, and I still have health. I'm going to pop my ability, which allows me a bit of a low roll, in my opinion, but 1,200 alpha, still very high. The amount that you can do with the alpha that you have is insane. I load a heat round there, just so I can easily pen him, and luckily get back before that ISU can shoot me. This ISU does not have the BL-10, because of the mantlet. The mantlet changes between what gun you're using if you're using the BL-10 or not. That was a very nice no-scope. I do have to pat myself on the back for that. Yes, good job, me. And we're sitting on a nice 6,000 damage, and it doesn't look like we're going to lose here. It just shows how much, this is a build you should try, or try with the Waffentrager too, just because you have now a mobility, which the Borsig isn't very fast, and if you get a high roll like that, that can change. That's a lot of fun to do, 1,800 damage nearly. But unfortunately, I do get shot by the lurver, and my game ends. But our team ends up getting the win. This is a fun build because you turn a glass cannon into a speedy machine that basically has over 1,000 alpha, or roughly 1,000. And it's just something that you should try. I've had a lot of fun with it. I keep playing it because it's a lot of fun. You can see here in the end result, I did the highest damage on my team by about 2,500. And now that this video is over, I'd like to ask that you like and subscribe, leave a comment down below, and I'll see you in the next one.